Back with another movie review. And I know what you're thinking. Brandon, aren't you in a different car than you were last time? Correct.
I only just watched
I
Black
am now
Panther
driving
Wakanda Forever.
It's Ford Taurus. The Black Wakanda review was done in a van. Do I own a van? No. You see, my Ford Escape engine just kind of blew up. So I borrowed my brother-in-law's van, and now he needs the van, so now I'm in a Taurus. But yeah, you don't really care. The review. All right, I just got out of the movie Emancipation with Will Smith, and I gotta say, it was phenomenal. I knew little to nothing about this movie going into it, other than it had to do with slavery, and that's pretty much it. And I gotta say, I loved it. I don't know. I the current job I have right now, I'm allowed. I work in a lot of different movie theaters. That's all I will say. So I kind of see who goes in and out of what movies. And I got to say, there is not very many people going to this movie, and I don't understand why. Everyone should see this movie. Yeah, I don't know. My only gripe with it was the... literally thought of this word before. Now I forgot what it was. The color grade that they decided to go with, I was not a fan. It was not... I thought, originally going into it, I thought it was going to be like black and white. It's really not black and white. It's more... I don't even know, because like the grass and the trees like had a green tint for sure, and then some of like the fire or flames had looked like fire, but then other times the fire didn't look like fire, like if they were carrying torches and stuff. It was weird, and honestly it kind of like it kept bringing me out of it, because I kept like paying attention to that and like being slightly annoyed with it versus the story that was being told. Will Smith did a phenomenal job playing the character that he played. You just need to go see it.
Never break me.
Let there be light. All right, so Will Smith, he played Peter. In the beginning of the movie, he's at a plantation with his family. He's then sold to another plantation, and he's forced to leave his family. And do not get me wrong, he doesn't go willingly. He's pulled out of the door. He rips the border. The door breaks apart. Not the door, but the outside of the door. I don't know what's called.
The door frame.
And then one of the I can't talk. I really don't know how people live stream. Like, this is like my 5th take of this, because I keep saying the wrong word, or I mess up, or I forget what the word is. So I'm gonna start over. But anyway, all right, so Peter, he's at the second plantation, and keep in mind this is in Louisiana. He overhears that Lincoln abolished slavery. Obviously, that doesn't stop the plantation from keeping them enslaved. So he makes the plan or conscious decision at some point to run. And he's basically just waiting for the right moment. A moment happens where he is forced to either run or die, and so he runs in the process of killing a couple people. I lost the light because the car's not running, and batteries don't run forever. All right, so Peter, he's shown for the first 3/4 of the movie running through the swamps of Louisiana. It's really just cool to see like what he needs to do. I mean, the dude fights an alligator. He goes against freaking bees in their hive to get the honey. He's a tough man. He believes in God. He doesn't take any shit. He fights back.
Give thanks to God. The Lord is with us. What can a mere man do to me?
And the first 3/4 of the movie shows him running through the swamps, and like what his character, based on a true story, needed to do to survive. And it was really neat to see just his determination and his willpower to get back to his family. Like his whole objective was freedom, obviously, and then to get back with his family. And then the last quarter of the movie, he gets back and he thinks he's free, which he is free, but he basically makes the decision to join the Native Guard to go continue to fight for freedom for the rest of the those are enslaved. And I thought that was really powerful to watch. I don't know. He escaped Louisiana swamps, and then he decides to go back into the swamps to free the rest of the slaves, and at the same time to free his family. And I don't know. It was really powerful because there was times where it was literally, it was a battle. It was a war field, and they're going against the enemy, and people are getting shot or stabbed, shanked, and they're running and they die and they fall. And I kept thinking, like, that person went through a similar story that Will Smith's character went through, and they were probably fighting to get back to their family and obviously to free the rest of the slaves. And they, as soon as they were freed, they died because they made that decision to go back to fight for the rest that were still enslaved. And I thought that was really powerful. I just kept thinking about that. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good movie. You need to go watch it. I'm going to leave you with one last thing. And I thought this personally was powerful. They kept showing the American flag, and I just thought that was huge. They were running towards the enemy holding that American flag. And at one point when they seized a village, they took down the American flag. And then the next scene, they show them with that same American flag going towards the next. And I don't know, I thought that was cool. Just remember that. That's all I got.